Welcome to the RBC Spotlight Space. My name is Anastasia Bucsis. I will be your host for the next 16 days. We're going to come at you live with candid conversations with some of your favorite Canadian Olympians, top contenders. And we're really going to just pull the curtain back on the whole Tokyo 2020 experience. I am live on the ground in Japan, and I am so honored to be here. Again, my name is Anastasia Bucsis. I will be your host for the next 16 days. And once upon a time, I was a long track speed skater. I'm a kid from Calgary. I started speed skating at the age of 4. Look at that lovely haircut. And within my 24 years of skating around in a circle, I was very, very lucky and privileged to represent Canada at 2 Olympic Games, Vancouver 2010 and Sochi 2014. Since then, I've pivoted and I've really leaned in to my other passion, which is simply to have a conversation, to connect with people, to talk about ideas. And that's exactly what we're going to do here on this show, again, live daily. And it's an interactive show, so we want to hear from you. Tell me who you want to talk about, who you want me to talk to. We want to hear your ideas. I want to make this as interactive as possible. So please feel free to put questions, comments, concerns, whatever you want to talk about in our chat box, and I will do my best to hear your voice and answer your questions. And with that being said, let's get to it. No more waiting around. We have 2 rock stars joining us today. Bronze medalist, pillar of Canada's women's national team in soccer, Karina LeBlanc, and 2-time bronze medalist, game-winning goal scorer in London 2012, Miss Diana Matheson. Welcome to the space.
Woo! We made it.
You made it. Oh, where are you guys calling in from right now?
Toronto.
Same.
Toronto.
In the hotel.
And how are you doing?
Can you tell?
Yeah. It looks a little hotel. It looks like a very nice hotel, Karina.
I made the bed
how are you guys
myself.
doing?
I made the bed myself. Hi,
you can come over to my house and make my bed anytime. How are you guys doing? It's so lovely to see your face.
I'll let you go first, Dee.
Pretty good. Obviously enjoying this Olympics, not in Tokyo, unfortunately, back in Toronto, but doing some media, and that's been great. And it also means I've had some dinners with this wonderful person up here, which was nice. That's a nice perk of being retired. So I'm doing okay at the moment. Karina, what have you been up to besides having dinner with me?
I'm grateful, and I am doing well. I'm getting to hang out with you, Dee. I mean, you're just fresh out of retirement, so getting to actually enjoy time, talk about the games, be in this like CBC bubble, which is fantastic, and just be around like former Olympians and you both know. I mean, this is the best thing ever. The Olympics is the time where the world comes together. Can't go Canada, exactly, Lisa. Canada comes together. We get to chat about it. I mean, we're all friends here. We're old friends, but it's so excited to just be on the show. And Anastasia, I love you, girl.
Thank you. I love you guys. Look at those babies. Look at those babies. What's that? Was it 2007 maybe?
Yeah, 2008.
2008.
Yeah.
2008. You haven't aged a bit.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord.
Now
good memories there.
Oh.
Guys, I mean, you're making my... I think she still has the glasses. You're making my job really easy because you're asking all the questions. Did you watch the opening ceremony? And what were your thoughts? Let's start there. Karina.
Yes, I did. I was on air before with Andy. So we did the taping of the pre-opening ceremonies, and it was just exciting. You could feel the energy. It was much different this time to see the athletes, not seeing all of them, but you still felt the energy. And I just have to give so much props to Japan for what they've done. I mean, you felt the specialness and the uniqueness of an opening ceremonies, and you saw the athletes coming through. Some were dancing. Some had no shirts on, but it was so exciting because it was just you felt the culture of every country, and that's what the Olympics is about. I mean, showing the world who you are as a country, but most importantly, your love for your sport in these games.
Yeah, I always was one to keep an eye out for when the torch was lit. And then when we never get to go to opening, but always at closing, I would keep an eye out for when it went out. So I very much enjoyed seeing Naomi Osaka light the flame. That was a good moment.
Oh, Love her. I think she's the athlete of the decade. I'm calling it, and it's only 2021. Love Naomi Osaka. Was such a moment. Um, Obviously, the Olympics are all about moments, and you guys have been to a million Olympics. So tell me some fun stories, unexpected stories. Diana, pull them out of your tickle trunk.
Nice. Old Canadian Mr. Dressup reference. Like
Mr. Dressup, we're making it Canadiana.
Yeah, we should just do private Canadian jokes the whole time, obviously. Yeah, Olympics is a big event, and soccer usually gets there before the games have started. So there's always a lot of balls in the air for the organizing committees, and sometimes balls get dropped. So definitely things happen at the Olympics. Karina, I can remember one bus ride, I think in Beijing, we had a private bus and they had cleared like 100 miles of highway for us for some reason, but the bus did not have a bathroom, I think. And it was like a 4 hour ride. And Cara Lang, we're all athletes who have to stay hydrated, but Cara Lang had a bit of a reputation for staying too hydrated with too small a bladder. And she of course had to go to the bathroom. So I think we just stopped the bus on the side of a highway and we all relieved ourselves in a ditch, and I think there's still photographic as evidence of that somewhere.
Dee, you
Celebrities
had
are
one
just
chance.
like us.
You had one chance to tell a story, and that's where you went with your story. Peeing on the side of the road.
That's why. That's what we love.
Top
Karina,
that.
Yeah, top that. Give me some stories.
I'm not going to top that. I'm just going to talk about the excitement of the Olympic Village and just eating. Like, I mean, we all know I'm not the shyest one in the group, but I remember my first Olympics. We were in the village. It was like mealtime, and I had my tray, and to the left of me was Serena Williams and Venus Williams. And I was like, I remember the team was over there. I'm like, well, I eat with the team every day. I don't get to eat with them every day. So I just like sat down beside them and I was like, hi. And I had lunch with Serena and Venus, and it was fantastic. But I think one of the things I bring it up is because, like, if we think about the Olympic Games, the athletes won't get that, you know, in that interaction. And I remember just the great Kobe Bryant getting to sit down and eating with him. I won't say what chain it was because I don't know if we're allowed to say. But at the end, you know, like, you're done playing the sport. You just get to enjoy yourself. And here you are with all these athletes. And it's LeBron James. And it's like the reward that people don't get to enjoy unless you're there. And to me, that's what the Olympics is about, is you get to hang out with all these other athletes, some who are your heroes, and just like have a bite or maybe a drink.
Do you remember too, wasn't there was some gymnast in 2008 that Melissa Tancredi just wanted her autograph. I can't remember who was big in 2008.
I remember who you're talking about.
No, but I can't remember the name, so you'll never know. But Melissa Tancredi wanted her autograph, and like we were in and out of the village. She was like keeping an eye out for it. Right at the end of the games, she like found her and she like stalked her for a while. Finally tracked her down and was like, "Can I have your autograph?" And she said no, and Tang didn't get her autograph. So
I was with Tang. I was like,
she said no.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Ask her. No one's gonna say no. And she's like, hey, you know, big fan. Like, can I get this is like picture and autograph? And she was like, no. I was like, no. Who says no? We won't say the name. We won't say the name.
That's a sad story. No names. You guys are obviously working for CBC as analysts. Let's chat soccer for a minute. Canada, a few days ago, ties with Japan. What were your thoughts on that outcome? Karina, we'll start with you.
You want to start with me? I just finished talking.
Yeah, I'm picking on you.
The special one here. You know, I think it was. I think they got their judges out, right? Opening game of the Olympics. You know, people are expecting a lot. I think they got their judges out. Christine Sinclair, the great Christine Sinclair, 187 goals in 300 caps. Can we talk about that? Like, she is unbelievable. Look at the reactions of Janine Becky. It's just phenomenal for her to get that goalkeeping, because of filling her eyes right here, the drama, the love of what happened with Steph Lobby saving the penalty kick, doing some things. I mean, this picture right here shows, I think they're a bit disappointed and they wanted to get 3 points out of it. But, you know, I'm a goalkeeper, so I need to talk about goalkeeping and Steph. Great stories. Thanks, Charlotte. I think that Steph, like the emotional roller coasters and, you know, going down, being injured, saving a PK, saving another save, and then coming off. I mean, to me, I'll be quiet here because Dee's gonna be like, of course she's talking about goalkeeping. But Dee, why don't you talk about the rest of the game? Because I know there are other positions that matter.
Yes, the midfielders were excellent. I thought the midfielders were the best part of the game. Desiree Scott, Quinn being the first out trans athlete to compete in the Olympics. So hats off to them. But the midfield's always the best anyways. I think Canada played pretty well considering it's always the most pressure of the whole tournament. It's honestly, the opening game is more nerves than a medal game. And I thought it was pretty good. Obviously, they're probably very disappointed. They should have got the 3 points. That goal was one they shouldn't have given up. But I think maybe they'll just go into the next game with a bit more of a chip on their shoulder. And Chile has one of the best goalkeepers in the world, but we should still handle them. And hopefully that takes it. Sorry, I brought up goalkeepers again. I think we get a result against Chile. That means we've already qualified for the next round. We go into our third game already having a really good feel of what the groups and the path to the gold medal is. So we're in great shape.
You brought up Christine Sinclair, and you said, let's talk about her. So let's talk about her. 187 goals, the greatest of all time. But what has she not accomplished, or what more can she accomplish, Diana?
I don't know if she can literally break any records. I think she's already broken them all. I think what else should happen is that woman honestly deserves more acclaim than she's even got. I know she's big in Canada, but she's never won FIFA Player of the Year awards. I'm going to say bluntly, that woman should have made more money than she's ever made. Like, she deserves more because she's done everything. And the only other thing is a gold medal. Obviously, she's got a couple of bronze, and she would love to get that gold. And she's just inspired so many people on the team. I mean, everyone on the team who's younger than her, myself included when I was there, was inspired by her. And now the players like the Ashley Lawrences and everyone else are taking up the torch, and they see that anything is possible now in the world stage, and that's because of Sync.
Karina, talk to me about Christine Sinclair.
I mean, how long do we have, really? Because Dee said everything.
30 seconds.
Really? Okay, Christine Sinclair, greatest of all time. Like, she's my best friend. I want to call her every day, but she never picks up because, she's busy being the greatest of all time. And as a goalkeeper, she would always put the ball where I wasn't, and it was really frustrating. But, I feel like I've helped. And I remember when she first came in the national team, and she was young, and I was like, who's this sensational person? And she became Christine Sinclair. And I think I wrapped it up in 30 seconds. Like, anybody Google her, she's the greatest of all time. Legend. She should be in every box that every kid wants to play. If you're a young kid out there, that's the person to look up to. If you're a parent, get your daughter to follow this woman. And we can't speak highly enough of her. 30 seconds?
That was perfect. Maybe 45, but it was perfect. You talk about looking up to people, and I want to give some love to Diana Matheson. Of course, Diana, you just retired. Congratulations. So can we play the tape quickly? We just want to relive this moment really quickly. I've even seen that like 100 million times, so I can't imagine how many times you've seen that, but I'm like tearing up. You just retired. Karina, just speak to Diana and her legacy and what she has accomplished on and off the pitch, and just how she's changed the game of soccer and sport for the better in this country.
I didn't agree to this.
So here's the thing. I'm watching this. My eyes are starting to well up. I have goosebumps because that moment, like, whether you were a teammate or a fan watching the game, you'll never forget that moment, because there's so many things. And I think what Dee's first reaction was, where she put the flag right over the heart. I remember John Herdman had said there's two types of people who get to where that, those that protect the country, military, and those that inspire the country. And what Dee did in that moment is she inspired the country. She inspired us. I remember us going to that Olympic Games with the goal of inspiring that next generation. And Dee has inspired that whole next generation. But for me as her teammate, continually every single day, she inspired me. Never cut any corners. Was always that like, hey guys, this is where we're going. That vision, clarity. Like, don't forget who we are. Don't forget what we're doing. And she's always been a fighter. And you know, like, people are like, oh God, we're losing her because she's retiring. No, we're gaining another like pioneer, game changer. And she's going to go on and hopefully create this league that we need to have, professionalize the game in this country. But I said this, and I remember tweeting, being like, Dee, happy retirement. The best is yet to come. And I truly believe that. I mean, she graduated, we used to tease her, you graduated in Princeton, and like without even being there, because she's just this genius. But most importantly, her heart and her soul is so beautiful. And I said this to Dee, like, she changed soccer in Canada with that goal, right? And I yes, we've won back-to-back bronzes, and possibly we're going to win gold. But that goal, the way that she responded to that moment, made Canadians fall in love not only with the team but with her. And I can't speak highly enough of her. I love her to death, and she'll always be my little Dee, you know, my little Dee. I just love you, man.
Thanks, Karina.
Person.
Do you agree with those statements, Diana? Or are you just completely uncomfortable right now?
Both uncomfortable. But yeah, we got stuff to do still, Karina. So you have a pretty great job with CONCACAF leading all of the women's football. So I know we'll be in touch frequently, changing and building all the things. So I'm looking forward to continuing to work with you with a little more glasses of wine than we were allowed before.
Just a little bit, maybe some chicken wings as well.
Yeah.
You speak about the future though, Karina, and I have to bring up baby Paris, your daughter, one of the most beautiful, lovely, friendly babies I've ever met. I mean, I haven't met many angry, mean babies, but Paris is really something else. What do you think? Do you think she's going to become a little footballer, or do you have any idea what she'll do in her future?
You know, because of the pandemic, she's just been around her father and myself. And so we have a soccer ball in the house and we just kick it around. So she thinks that's what's normal. So she's kicking the ball and enjoying it. She's actually picking it up. So I'm like, hey, we're going to have a future goalkeeper. But, you know, whatever Paris decides to do, we're going to support her and love her. You know, I think one of the things of having a kid is that it makes you have perspective of like my why. And my why has just shifted. I want to be her shero with everything I do every single day. You know, I want to inspire her. I want to be that person that she looks up to. And that person that, like, in my actions every single day, I'm doing things that make her be like, hey, that's my mama, you know, and by who I am. And I don't know. I love talking about Paris. I wish I could bring her in right now, but she's sleeping in a different room, because otherwise she'd be here. She'd be like, hi, you know, but next time, if you invite me back on, Paris will be on.
Oh, you're coming back on like 4 or 5 times. Don't worry about that. It's in the books. No, it's so nice to see you guys. Actually, I wanna you talk about youth and, you know, the future. I want to throw up a few photos of you guys when you were a little bit younger. Slightly different haircuts.
Oh, come on, you guys.
Yeah, we gave you a lot of love, and we just wanted to bring you back to earth.
That was Shannon McMillan. She was a legend. So that was Rian Wilkinson's favorite player growing up. Well, look at those beauties there. Oh, just dear.
Babies.
I'm not coming back on the show now.
Oh, man. Oh, I remember that. Man, baggy clothes were in style back then, weren't they? Oh, boy.
No, they weren't. Hey, no one made women's clothing yet. That's why they were baggy.
You guys still look great.
Well, thank you. And so do you. Anastasia, I'm giving you a shout out. This show is going to be incredible because of you. And, you know, people at home, you don't get to see how incredible Anastasia is. She's a phenomenal host. but like we're so comfortable here because of you. And I just want to give you a shout out, you know, best thing having you as a host. And, you know, I just hats off to you. I love you, girl. And you are one of the most authentic human beings I know.
Oh,
so yeah. And I'm glad you're humble in the process. I'm glad you're so humble.
My face hurts from smiling. Like, this felt like race day. I haven't felt like this in 4 years, and I'm so grateful to be having this conversation.
Can I ask you a question? If you were to play our sport, what position do you think would be the most difficult to play?
Oh, most difficult, or the one I would play? Most difficult? Oh my, the one that has to run the most. Midfield.
No.
Midfield. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
No.
I mean,
No.
I the goalie, like the pressure that you must have felt as a keeper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But running, you guys have to run like 10 kilometers a game, and that's just. Listen,
Anastasia's naturally. She's a number 9, is what she is. Those are her attributes. She's
I would be a goal scorer.
She's a goal scorer. Yep, she's going to get him behind. She's got a nose for goal. That's what I think she'd be.
Yeah, I would just cherry pick. That's the honest.
Based on your answer, Anastasia, I'd never let you score on me because, you know, the hardest position is the goalkeeper. I mean, I set you up there to succeed, and you failed. You failed.
I'm sorry, Karina. Oh my God, guys! Let's go back.
Actually, no, they're enjoying it. Actually, so given that you're a Winter Olympian, if you had to do one of the summer sports, what would you do?
Oh, the one that makes the most money, probably tennis, golf. that's the honest answer.
Yeah, you'd be good at tennis.
No. Hey,
I like tennis. I'm not good.
Hosting 101. Make your guests feel special and amazing. Okay. The answer was soccer.
I would be a goalkeeper, Karina, just for you. I promise. I am not lying when I say that.
Okay.
Guys, let's wrap this up real quick. Hold on a second. I want to preview Chile, of course. What does Canada need to do to get the W?
Go, Dee.
Diana, let's start with you because I've been picking on Karina.
Just build on what they did last game. They did a lot of great things, more of that. Chile, they're going to probably play a little bit more man marking in the midfield, which you'll see from some of the South American countries, which means we can create a lot of room for ourselves and score goals. That's it. Set ourselves up well for the third game.
Karina?
Score goals. Score goals, 3 points, clean sheet. There you go. 5 seconds, done.
Perfect. Thank you so much, my friend.
Can I read one comment? Yeah. Jake Thompson says, last time AB ran was the first time.
That's true. Jake Thompson is a good friend, and he knows me well, so that's true. And nice. I had to cycle a lot when I was speed skating, and my favorite time to cycle was downhill and at red lights. That is the truth. So, yeah, I mean, I just have mad respect for you. I would be a goalkeeper, Karina. You have convinced me on live television.
Thank you. Thank
you guys so much for joining. I am very confident that this is not the last time we'll see you on this show. So you're always welcome. People love you. Great interview. Thanks, Patty. No, I just appreciate you both so much, and you're doing great things on and off the pitch, of course, leading women, inspiring kids, and inspiring me. So I really appreciate your time here.
Thanks for having us. See you next time. We'll be back.
Bye.
You'll be back. You will be back. Thanks, guys. That was Karina LeBlanc and Diana Matheson, of course, doing the analyst for our women's soccer coverage. Canada is set to take on Chile. Watch out for that game. Of course, the second game of their tournament. Listen, it takes a village, especially for me to look this good. So I want to just give a little bit of love for people that are often overlooked and unthanked. That is my crew behind the scenes. I'm surrounded by rock stars. So, Soph, can you roll the tape just to introduce the boys? This is Wayne, our camera op.
I'm Wayne from Whitehorse, and I've been in the studio so long I've got flat feet.
This is Keith, our other camera operator.
Hi, my name is Keith, and my job is to make people look good, which is really not that hard.
This is Soph, our producer.
Hi, I'm producer Soph, and my dress has pockets.
This is Roberto, our lighting director.
I'm Roberto, and I'm a twin.
I love that. I'm I'm a twin. We're obviously having no fun here, no fun. No, it's honestly been just such a highlight of my life, and I'm very, very honored again to be here. Again, this is a conversation. We want to make it as interactive as possible, so please give us your comments, your questions. Hit us up on social media. We can talk about things tomorrow too. This is a daily live show. We want to make it as interactive as possible. I know we've all been in front of our computer screens through the pandemic. So please, this is for you and by you. We want to hear from you. And right now, I want to hear from my producer. Producer Soph, come on. Let's talk about the opening ceremony.
Heyo, can you believe we
doing?
made it? We're here in Tokyo. We even have our accreditation and everything. We made it.
We made it, and it's so wonderful to be working with you. I'm so proud. This show is 2 women leading it. Okay, so I'm patting ourselves on the back. I'm proud. Let's go to the opening ceremony. What were your favorite moments?
As Diana said earlier, the ultimate moment for me was Naomi Osaka. She is the moment. To see her lighting the Olympic cauldron in Japan with red hair, instantly iconic for me. And I can't wait to see what she does here at the Olympics.
It was really cool too, like gender equity with our flag bearers, Nate Hirayama and Miranda Ayim, of course, rugby sevens and women's basketball, respectfully. I thought that was the right decision by the IOC. You know, we almost have 50-50 representation between both genders here, first time ever at an Olympics. So it was really cool, and hats off to the Tokyo organizing committee. Of course, it was different. I mean, of course you miss the crowds, but we got to keep safe, and that was the right decision. But what an opening ceremony, and we're here.
Absolutely.
Like, let the game begin.
Even another thing I just remembered too was, I think it was near the end, they had all those like thousands of drones that turned into, I think it was Earth. It was stunning, amazing light show, amazing fireworks. It was everything you could want from an opening ceremony, and a great way to start what is a weird Olympics. But it feels like we've finally arrived, eh?
We've finally arrived, and I am so grateful to be here with you, my friend. Thank you so much, Soph.
Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you so much. Again, guys, this is a conversation. We want you to be a part of it. Quick look ahead. Gabby Smith, RBC Training Ground grad, is doing lots of big things on the water, rowing. Look out for her. And Melissa Humana-Paredes, RBC Olympian, alongside her partner, Sarah Pavin, start their tournament today. We are so grateful for you guys to be joining. So much is getting underway, so much to look forward to, including that game against Chile. Keep us up to date. Hit us up. I want to hear from you. Let us know what you want to see tomorrow. And until then, see you down the road. My name is Anastasia Bucsis. It is the honor of my life to be here bringing Tokyo 2020 to you. So till tomorrow. Cheers, guys.